Welcome back, welcome back. Let's get crafty. All right, to make this Memorydex, I am using these two gem pens. You'll need a piece of plastic. Mine is just some sticker book packaging, a little piece that I cut off. You'll need two happy planner rings, or it can be any type of disc as long as they have a hole in the middle. And let me see, this is, I did make a few Memorydex cards already. I got this die cut from Rochelle at Scrap Craftastic. I will leave her link so you can get this cut file if you want to make some of these cards. Alright, so to get started, I've already started on mine. I'm not sure if you can see this. So basically the first thing you'll need to do is lay your piece of plastic on top of the ring and trace along the inside of your ring and then cut it out. So I have already traced mine and cut them out. So the next thing, I'm going to hole punch. Oh, and I already drew the little circle in the middle. I just kind of eyeballed where the center is, and I'm going to punch. Actually, I'm going to punch two holes. I may have to punch a few because I'm trying to get the hole wide enough for this pen to go through the inside. Let me punch one more hole. Alright, so I think, yeah, I punched 3 holes. So let me get this one. Let me see, this one is kind of crooked. Alright, we got a perfect circle. Let me make it even. Alright, so I'm going to scoop this over. The next thing, I'm going to make the base of it. And this is just a piece of it's not chipboard, it's actually cardstock from like a packing or mailing envelope. And I already know it's cut about 5 inches wide and about 10 inches long. I kind of eyeballed it to make sure that my card would fit. So I am just eyeballing this. I'm going to make, let's see, that sits right there. Let's see if I have one. I know I had one with some stuff hanging off the bottom. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room. So I'm going to go ahead and score it. I don't know why I can't seem to see straight. Alright, let's see. That is 4 inches. Alright, I'm going to make another score line. I'm trying to do this without moving it. Now I have to find my line again. And each side, these two sides should be about the same. They don't have to be exact, but mine are about almost 4 inches, and it will give you a base like that. And my edges are crooked. Let me just straighten out the edges. Alright, and that is basically the base. Alright, now I am going to put a little glue right on the top, just so it stays together like that. And for this, you will need a really strong glue. It just depends on how heavy your cardstock is. Alright, and I am going to clip this in place and just let it dry for a few minutes. Alright, so we're going to take our ink pen and push on one of these plastic rings, this little plastic piece, and then put on the disc. Actually, I want the ring. I want the disc to go on first, because you can see all my little marks, and I kind of want it to go in the inside of the disc. So I'll put the ring, the plastic, the second piece of plastic, and then the ring. Alright, and I am going to try and squeeze. I've been trying to squeeze this, but I don't think I have been making any progress. Alright, so now we're going to put just a tiny bit of glue right on the tip. And this is that E600 glue. It works for paper and metal, all sorts of things. And I think I put a little bit too much. Let me scrape some off. Alright, and it should help this, like that little wet part should help it slide on. I I know you can't see this, but I'm just going to pound, give it a little. And once it's like that, just hold it a few seconds to let that glue set in place. Actually, I'm just going to I'm going to sit it down for a minute. So while we're sitting that down, let me check on the base. Actually, it's still a little gooey. Alright, for this part, I kind of want to eyeball like where everything will go. Alright, and I'm seeing how wide to make it because I'm going to glue this little plastic piece down to the ring. Alright, so they're kind of in place. And I'm just putting some glue. Let me see, I may have to take this off. And I'm being careful not to move these because they are in the spot I want them. And I'm just putting glue right along this part of the ring. I'm going to do the other side and then I'm going to let this sit for a few minutes because it's getting messy. And mainly because I think I put too much glue. And I am late to this E6, what is this, E6000 glue. This is my new favorite craft accessory. When I figured out I can glue plastic, metal, anything. Alright, I'm going to clip that in place. This side is really messy because I added way too much glue. Alright, I am going to clip that in place and let everything sit. I'm going to try and be patient, and I'm going to let this sit. Let me see. Alright, I don't know why I'm looking at this. I know I can't read this. But I'll let it sit about 30 minutes and then I'll come back and finish everything off. Alright, so it has been about 10 minutes. I'm not going to say I waited 30 minutes. I am too impatient. I just have to see how this is going to come out. So we are crafting along together. So I put one of the cards here and I drew where the holes should go. And I'm just going to punch. Let me see if it'll punch both of them together. So I punched a hole and made a slit. I think I'm going to leave those rings on. Let's see. Alright, and this part is going to be kind of hard to get on because I didn't make a wide slit at all. And mainly because I don't want it to move around. So kind of once you get it in there, it's stuck. Alright, and I'm kind of glad I didn't let everything dry all the way. Kind of glad I was being impatient. Because since the glue is still a little wet, like I can slide these because they're crooked. Alright, so this is how it looks so far. I feel like it's a little off center. Alright, it should dry a little bit longer, but I'm impatient. I just want to see how the cards, now it's not going to spin, but you will have to flip the cards up. So that is my little DIY Memorydex.